Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Storm here.
I'm here.
Kimmy here.
We're going to be watching Coming to America. Woohoo!
Nice.
A lot of you guys requested this and voted on it through our Patreon, so thank you for that. I am pretty much, I think, completely blind to this. It's been on TV a few times, and I probably caught a couple clips here and there. I know Eddie Murphy is in it, and I know James Earl Jones, which I love him too. Like, Eddie Murphy is hilarious. James Earl Jones, I mean, Darth Vader, The Lion King. Like, those are my, like, two big movies I love, or series of movies when it comes to Star Wars. But yeah, like, and I know Arsenio Hall, you guys were talking about him during setup.
Yes.
And he always teams up with Eddie Murphy back in the day, right?
Yeah, they're buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So this was made back, I guess, in 1988. So it is dated. So just to read the description, join Eddie Murphy on an unforgettable quest to the New World. As an African prince, it's time for him to find a princess. The mission leads him and his most loyal friend, Arsenio Hall, to New York. Watch Murphy and Hall in classic cameo roles.
Gosh.
Yay.
Yeah. So I think that'll be fun. And I kind of wish we had those pelts that are at Mom's, because that's where our old studio was. And since the pandemic, we just have all the props, or most props, over there. But that would have been fun to wear, because I heard that there are all kinds of pelts and African type furs. And I'm like, you know, not that I want dead animals around, but I do have stuffed animals.
That's right.
And they're all cheetahs, as you can tell. I don't have any lines.
Yeah, and our
I have
shawls
Lion
are
King.
faux shawls.
Do you guys want some
Oh,
cheetahs? So I really don't know much about it, so I think we should just watch it, and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
All right.
Yes,
Shall
let's
we?
do it.
And guys, we do have merchandise on our channel now. If you want to check out our store, we're going to have more designs as we move forward. So we have shirts, we have mugs. Anything you buy from there will help out our channel, so I can pay our reactors and our editors so we can create more content. So that'll be cool. And also, you just watching this video, giving the video a thumbs up really helps as well. It helps the algorithm on YouTube so people can see our videos more. And if you can check out our Patreon, you can see videos up to a week early with our full reactions. Woohoo! So we're going to be watching on Amazon Prime today. It's free on Prime. Yay! Coming to America. Really? That's how you wakes up? Oh God, even pedals?
Bye-bye.
Oh my goodness.
Even a toothbrusher.
He can't do anything on his own.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Oh jeez, hello!
Is something troubling you, my son?
Oh my gosh.
It looks as if he's coming down here to talk to us.
Wait right there, Akima.
There is a very fine line between love and nausea.
I understand, Father. But when I'm married, I want a woman to love me for who I am.
Greetings, great prince. Presenting Miss Amani Aziz.
Oh, thank God. Oh, poor lady.
Queen to be free from infection. To be
From infection.
Look at
Ever since I was born, I've been trained to serve you.
That no matter what I tell you to do, you will do?
Yes, Your Highness.
Oh my
Make a
God.
noise like an orangutan.
Oh, that's poor lady.
Oh, that's so
Proving a point, though.
Father.
It's a random zebra. Hopefully no lions. Oh.
But where in New York can one find a woman with grace, elegance, taste, and culture?
Queens.
Queens.
There you go, literally.
No one here can know I am royalty. You must appear to be no different than the average man.
And
Yeah.
the luggage.
Because of-
Wow.
yeah.
He's like, what?
Sugar Ray Robinson, the greatest fighter ever lived. Oh, come on, man. What about Joe Louis? The blonde bomber. Damn
Is that him dressed up?
I think they are. Yeah, they're both.
Cash is clear.
See?
Oh, they're just stealing it. Yes.
No.
It's real fucked up.
Please.
Got just one window facing a brick wall.
God, people die. The dog, too.
Oh, God.
Good morning, my neighbors. Yes. Yes.
That's all they know.
Oh, he has no idea.
Perhaps I should cut off my prince's luck.
No.
Fuck you. Fuck you and fuck you. Who's next?
My God. I
Okay, who's
don't know.
next? Next. Oh. No, lifelong.
Oh, he just threw
That'll be
it.
$8.
Oh, what? Bye.
Go away from me.
Where's your sister? Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's all smart.
It's understanding you.
Okay.
Black Awareness Week is an opportunity for self-expression.
May we
Now,
leave
just
now?
moments ago, Randy attempted to express himself through song.
Donation. I thought it was the trash. Don't be getting on. Put some money in it.
oh my God. McDowell's?
Oh, so
Oh,
That's where
okay,
he's
yeah.
at McDonald's.
Yeah, oh, that's something.
I wonder if they got in trouble for that. It's closed, but
Let's watch this.
he's just gonna roll it.
It doesn't. I thought this is gonna be a disaster.
Let's get the cleanest.
Don't go over
Oh,
the
wait,
rugs
right
if there's
there.
any rugs.
Oh my God.
When you think of garbage, think of Akeem.
God. God.
Hey, take care of this for me, will you?
Oh!
Oh, look at that. Oh,
That is wrong.
oh, that's not funny.
You want to keep working here. Stay off the drugs.
Oh my God, he's on drugs. Oh,
I
jeez.
don't know what that means.
Greetings, Your Highness. I will cherish this experience for the rest of my life.
Okay.
What is that?
Just the man I met in the restroom.
Oh!
There's a mess with that.
Oh, Samuel!
Oh,
Oh!
oh,
Bad.
oh.
Do what I say. Come on.
Ooh! Pulling it off.
Oh, his fight moves.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, remember?
You know, in 20 or 30 years with hard work, maybe you could have a place like this for yourself.
Oh, yeah. Surprise.
Make sure everybody's glass is kept full. We're about to make a very special announcement.
Yes, sir.
Engagement.
Oh, boy.
I'm guessing.
Is it
Love
no?
a lamp.
No.
Daryl here popped the big question.
Not
And
to
Lisa
you.
It's
happily
not for her,
accepted.
though. Oh, look at her.
Oh, no.
Oh.
You're gonna hang out with me. You gotta loosen up, Akeem.
My home is very poor.
I don't care about that. I'd love to see where you live.
That's a good response.
Yeah.
That's good. For sure. Oh,
Oh, he changed it up.
What's
oh
wrong?
jeez.
Oh, now it's not gonna be like.
Excuse me, I have to tidy up.
Oh my goodness, don't leave her. Don't think.
He's giving him that whole bag full of money. Oh.
Oh,
He's gonna be like, what?
What did you give
what?
him?
Well, pocket change. Wow. Ooh.
What?
You're above anything petty. It's almost regal.
If you only knew.
How true that is.
What about Daryl?
I am not interested in Daryl either.
Woo!
Oh, oh my goodness.
So in love.
He's in love.
You're screaming.
Prince.
Oh.
He told him.
Don't tell your sister.
Oh, pedals are back.
Oh.
Ah, Mufasa.
Oh.
Oh, the conflict.
Oh. Oh boy.
You will confine yourself to our royal suite at the Waldorf Astoria.
He's gonna be punished.
Decent attire.
That's punishing.
He's like, it's better than this.
That's the ward off.
Good sign. So now he's like, oh God. What a good trail, right?
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're
And he
right.
was, yes, I was going to say it could be that quick.
Step up.
Shut the door, yeah.
This is Akim's father, the king.
I'd be like, you get out of my bedroom.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Akim came to America to sow his royal oats.
Don't say that to her. She's
Our son cannot consort with such a girl.
Hey, now wait a minute.
Oh, such a girl. That's not nice.
Oh, huh? The man is beneath me, and so is his daughter. I don't give a damn who you are.
Oh,
The prince is in love with me.
Oh, no, she
I
thinks the
don't
princess.
oh, no.
Silly.
Guess who?
I didn't lie. I did lie.
How come she always gets the good ones?
Oh,
jeez.
Oh.
Go after her.
Aw.
Good for her. Yay. Oh, watch
First
this,
thing we have to do
yes.
is get you out of these wet clothes.
Oh, yes,
Right
that's
away.
her. Yeah, yes.
I'm looking at us.
Boy, she changed fast.
What about the woman you're supposed to marry?
I do not love her. Why do you think I came to America?
Oh, your father told me to sow your royal oats.
I'm the man you fell in love with. Should it matter that I'm a prince?
I wouldn't be saying that out loud.
Go on, honey. Take a chance.
If you're really a prince, I'll marry you.
I figured she would say that.
Wow.
Wow, yeah.
A 20-foot train is nothing.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, God, Sarah. Oh, surprise.
If you like, we can give it all up now.
There's no more backs for the other women, that's all.
Yeah.
He was so excited there. This was freaking hilarious. Like, all these roles
Eddie
here
Murphy. Oh, my
were
God.
so funny.
Ooh.
Funny, you
I really enjoyed that movie.
That was funny.
He's like
That
the
was
best
good.
impersonator. He does so many.
I was floored. I mean,
yeah, that
honestly,
was
all the
really
different
great.
roles they played, and
Oh
I
my
knew it. Some were very
gosh.
obvious, and some other ones I was just in denial. And I'm like, well, he's
Yeah.
done a lot more than just like two people. He was doing like that whole group in the barber
That's why I
shop.
didn't
and-
realize that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
My
then just on
gosh.
stage, and it's just really hilarious. So many
God.
different kinds of roles, and it was just like cracking me up, man. And even his friend, like a bunch of other people in this did it
Yes,
too.
oh my God.
Arsenio is just as good. You know, it's
Oh
just
my
so much
God,
fun
right.
to see him. It's not like a traditional movie, it seems like. It just seems like he's got his own touch into it.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
A lot of talent, a lot of style, and I mean, I didn't expect
Yes,
this. I don't know what I really expected, but it was way better than I thought it was going to be. I
so
wasn't
good.
quite sure. I thought it was going to be more about, I mean, coming to America, but about Akim being in Africa, then coming to America at some point, but blundering a lot in a very awkward and kind of frustrating way. But it was lighthearted. It was fun.
It was very-
He was
yes,
a
it was.
positive guy.
Yes,
It was
so much.
innocent. I love that. Where
Yes,
well,
he was so innocent.
kind
Queens.
of innocent. Yeah, yeah, Queens. I know, like very literal and stuff. But in the beginning too, I just wasn't expecting. I mean, it is Eddie Murphy, and I know he does a lot of stand-ups that are amazing. A lot of people have been requesting us watch those on our Patreon and on our YouTube, and I haven't really seen those, which I know a lot of you are cringing right now because Eddie Murphy I know is amazing. He's very talented, but I wasn't expecting the F word a lot. I wasn't expecting
neither.
a lot of nipples, a lot of nudity. I don't know why I didn't expect any of that. So when that happened in the beginning, I was like, oh, okay, it's that kind of, not that kind of movie, but like the humor was great. But Eddie Murphy, he does swear a lot and stuff. So not that it would make sense, but I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe that's, like how it's going to be in this. But I like how sweet it was. Although he had his moments taking a bath and having women with him. And
Yes,
your
right.
penis
God,
is clean,
yes.
sir, or whatever. And just how open the father was. Like he had no close relationship. It was showing like how with their
Yes.
royalty aspect of everything, like they do everything separately, but kind of together. And he's like, oh, I just kind of figured you had sex with all these women before, so it's okay. So you're ready to get married. You don't need to explore or whatever. But so once I got used to the humor, it was extremely funny.
Yes,
and
it was very funny.
it was great that Eddie Murphy's character, Akeem, like he actually stayed true, where he was so used to that life and he was very positive about that life, but he was very open-minded to break tradition, that he wanted something more. And
Definitely.
he was respectful.
He wanted
women.
to, because that's his true. He doesn't want to marry someone who's just going to do whatever he
wants
wants.
to find his wife.
He tried to interview his future wife, and she's like, whatever you want.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You like.
Yeah, that's right.
Which I'm sure, like, in certain ways, like, that's a great thing. But, I mean, the father loves that. And he's like, see, you didn't have to worry at all. I got the perfect person for you that's going to do everything you want. So no matter what, it's going to be always about you. You're never going to have that extra someone, like someone who doesn't really care about you. I mean, someone's going to get resentful being like that. You're trained. Maybe for a couple years you'll be okay, but over time you're going to start resenting that person because you're never yourself. And so not overthinking it, because again, it's a lighthearted movie where he wanted to actually find love, like actual true love. And I love how his mom was on board for that.
Oh yeah, because
I
she
loved
had
his
an arranged
mom.
marriage with his father,
Right,
so
yes.
she knows that she fell in love with him over the years, but oh my God, he's in
Took
love with her
over the
already.
years.
Go for it.
Yeah.
And being royalty, I love James Earl Jones. My God, as Mufasa. That'll be another tangent. But and Darth Vader. But like when he was talking to his son about like, oh yeah, and I just assumed you had sex with the girls before. I still do. And it's like, oh boy, But I don't know. I kind of got that idea the way that they were kind of like talking. And you see this bathing and sometimes the royalty, who knows? But yeah, like I love all the actors in this, and James Earl Jones. I just love The Lion King. Like I love Star Wars too, but Lion King growing up, I just loved it. His voice is amazing, and him wearing the lion garb, like the lion pelt over him, like it's a little like like having a big lion on you. It's weird because he was then Mufasa later on, so like how ironic is it that he has that?
Yes, ironic.
And I've heard this somewhere. I don't know if a fan told me or something, but it's been embedded in my mind that the queen, his wife in this, is the same person who played the voice of Sarabi in The Lion King. So I'm going to look that up now.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I've heard that somewhere, and I was really listening. And I'm like, she really sounds like Sarabi. So how crazy is it that, Mufasa and Sarabi are in this movie? I mean, Lion King came after this. It was just so cool. I was like, oh my God, I know those people. I know their voices very well. And so I really love her. Very exciting movie. It was.
And Arsenio was perfect
That's
as his assistant, as his servant.
Yeah.
As his partner in crime.
It was so great. And I know they're friends anyways, and they kept that true throughout the movie, because even though he's like a servant, he's more of like a royal, like a higher up servant, because he's still like treated way better than other people.
That's right.
And it was fun with them both going to America. They didn't have any other help. They didn't need any other guards, because then they wouldn't have as much freedom. But how he wasn't equal to Akeem, and they were able to do things together, and he was able to oppose him and debate things and actually have more of a friendship instead of like, whatever you need, sir, whatever you need.
And
Yes,
you know
my
what?
prince,
And that goes with Akeem's, what he wants. He wants a friend that can debate with him. He can have a conversation with him and not just agree with him all the time, because who wants a friend like that?
Yeah.
You want a true friend.
I enjoyed that so much. They had a great friendship all the way through, and the humor was wonderful, and I liked the funny lies. I was like, oh boy, he's gonna eye roll at it when he was lying to the sister about like being the prince. Well, I didn't really tell the truth, but it all worked out, and I'm like, I wish that Akeem didn't lie all the way through, but it was a good test though, just to make sure he wanted true love. He wanted someone to really love him for him and not because he's rich. And the dad cracked me up.
Yes, that
Lisa's
great.
dad,
Oh my God.
he was so fun too, because I'm like, oh, he's so shallow. He wants the best for his daughter. He does, but he only cares about the other guy because he's rich. Doesn't know anything else. And
I would have been, if I was Lisa, I would have
Charlotte
been
Gibbs.
a little bit more upset with him about the whole engagement thing without her even being proposed to.
Yeah,
God.
in front of everyone. There's
You could
like
see
no
in her
permission
face
on
that she
her
was
end.
very upset.
That was good too. So something's in her face, and I loved it though. Like it was a little cheesy, but in a great way. Like it was just so much fun to me. I'm kind of blown away that I never saw this before. I'm like, what's wrong with me?
It's good.
I say that about a few movies, but it's a handful. We enjoy everything we watch for the most part, but it's just this one really stood out to me. And this is something where I could watch it every year. You know, like certain movies you just watch all the time, like every year when it's on TV, and it's just a lot of fun, and it has that wholesome feel to it. I couldn't watch it with any kids, but
right?
There's a lot of nudity and stuff, but like the actual story was sweet.
The
it was
story
a lot
is
of fun.
really great, and the story is good not only with Akeem but also with Lisa. Like she's trying to, you know, her father's pushing her to marry someone rich, and his father's pushing him to marry just someone who would agree with him. So it's funny how the two fathers had their own, you know, reasons why their children should marry, and it's good to just follow your heart.
That's right.
Yeah, it is.
So they learned a lesson too.
They came from very different backgrounds, Akeem and Lisa, but they had something very similar happen to them with that whole marriage thing. So they could really relate to that. And even though they were so different, they were a lot alike, personality, kind of personality-wise. You know, they could relate to a lot of things. And sometimes being opposites, they attract. You know, like that happens as well. And I just love how it worked out. I mean, yes, you could overthink it. He went to New York, and how perfect was it? The first one that he had eyes for was the one. You know, so it was a fun story that way. They were both really happy at the end, which was nice. And I'm glad that her finding out, I mean, I wish he was able to tell her before the father, well, before her father actually said something. Then
he's got money.
Yes,
really.
Oh my God.
But it was entertaining. Like that was actually really good after all that happened. It's like, okay. But
and even in the bar scene when they were trying to find a woman and interviewing all those
that was funny.
Oh,
So
that
what do you
was
do?
funny. It's right.
And our studio was one of them.
Oh my God.
I know, but when you said that was the funniest one,
That's
and
funniest,
the
yeah.
pacing was great with the humor because you have like that silly humor, and I couldn't get over the prosthetics, the makeup. Sometimes they
my
didn't have any
gosh,
prosthetics, but like sometimes Eddie Murphy, you know, like he would have like
The
extra
singer when he was the
cheeks.
singer. The
he had
nose.
extra
Oh my
here, the nose, and just even everywhere, like
was
even on the
terrific.
on the forehead, and would completely change the shape of his face.
Yes,
and it was
it
just
was.
crazy, and him being like that Jewish guy or
The
something.
Jewish guy, he was
like
Oh
that
my
was
God,
hilarious.
I didn't realize
And
it was him at first.
yeah, I didn't know that too until Kim said that, and then I was like, wait a second, okay, I can see it. And then his lip was darker here, but I was impressed. The makeup was good, and Eddie
wow.
Murphy, man, he sells it because he knows how to change personality and his accent and mannerisms. Like he does
That's
it so well, it's believable, and that really takes
Oh my
talent to
God,
be
that's
able
good.
to throw people off.
Yeah, it is. It's true, and not only that, but all through the movie, he's pretending to be an African prince.
Yeah,
So he has that
I
accent
pretend.
all through the movie
Oh my
too.
gosh,
So
yes.
Okay, so Eddie Murphy in this role was very nice. He's handsome anyways, but like being so just, I guess, proper, like princely. Like I was like, ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he did that
He's
role
on the
very
swing.
well. Yeah. I know, okay, I could be loose.
Very good.
I could be loose. Yeah, all around, really fun movie. And I am happy that there wasn't a lot of involvement with the kingdom, because I really thought that was going to be more of a focus, and then him going to America, but with a lot of his kingdom people or something, like servants. And I thought there was going to be a whole show, but for him to actually act like a normal New Yorker, and he wanted to be very poor just to know what it was like he truly was out to find love, and to rip down all his royalties, to not even show off, to not even tell anyone, to take advantage of it. Like,
And he was
that
always
was
so
awesome
positive.
to see.
It was
Very
always
still positive.
Very
Yeah.
positive.
apartment
Yes, always
to
mopping
where
the
they were,
floor.
and they lost their
Yes.
luggage. He didn't
That's
care.
right. No, he didn't care.
Yeah, his friend did, but yeah, I semi-cared, but it's true. He's like, don't worry about it. And it was funny when they're all wearing their clothes all around. Like, everyone
Hey,
just
do you
takes
want
it, no
any
problem.
toothbrushes?
Yeah, right. Oh my
The telegram going back to Africa. We need
Oh,
500 or
God.
300,000, 500,000. We think $1 million's okay. You think that's okay to ask for that? And
And that was perfect as well. Being in Queens, in New York City, with people being sarcastic, and they have no clue that they're being sarcastic.
That's right. They don't realize that.
that was hilarious,
That's right,
actually,
yeah.
too. Now, you bringing that up.
That's right.
Yeah, right in the beginning when Eddie's or like when Akim's walking around and he's like,
Oh
he goes, what does
God.
that mean? When he said stupid, effing idiot or something,
Oh
and
my
he's
God.
like, what does that even mean? And he's just so happy about it. Oh my God! And just everyone, yelling in their apartments and stuff, like, "F
Oh,
you,
yes.
shut up!" Oh my God! and he just gets used to it, and he's like, "Okay," and just keeps singing. He's just so happy at the end.
It was
Oh,
great.
boy.
So many good
Start to
parts. Really was
Oh,
wholesome. It was a
it was
lot of
terrific,
fun,
yeah.
and And
Very
the
good.
ending, what did you guys think about that when it was actually Lisa?
Oh, I was so
yes.
happy.
I was very happy. I was so good.
Yeah.
Happy ending.
It took me a
So
moment.
Mom must have called her. Mom must have called her. And
That
said,
was
okay.
sweet. And that's
Yes.
what made it great, because the mom was really accepting. And even at her house, at Lisa's house, she was looking at her like, what's wrong, honey? What's wrong, darling? And whatever. And she's like, I'm sorry, I just have to go. But she knew that there was more of a connection. Like, how can you be so sure that he doesn't care for her, you know? And
That's right. Yeah.
and I'm glad that she loves her husband. But again, like going back to when she was young, getting married, she didn't want that at
Yes.
first either. And yeah, so I'm glad she was on board for that, because that was the only thing that made it work, where Lisa would be there. So that was a wonderful surprise.
Yeah, it was very good. Very good surprise.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny how you even see parallels with like Simi and Patrice.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't care. They just wanted money. They just wanted. They were so alike in their own right.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So maybe it was good that they weren't together, because sometimes when
Yes.
you're too much the same,
Too much
it
the
can
same,
work.
yes,
But they
it
were
can.
that kind of personality that would clash too much. And yeah,
That's right,
exactly.
yes.
So I was kind of like just making it basic, where I'm like, oh, I can see them staying together. But she was always about being shallow and being like, oh yeah, you got money, or
Oh,
ooh,
right,
just
yes.
touching it all.
Yeah,
Oh, touching.
and really, in the end, they got what they wanted. She's probably going to stay with Daryl, and Simi's going to probably stay
that's right.
with Akim's sister. I think that's his sister, so he's
Yes.
still going to have money.
That is really sweet, and
Yes.
I love the ending. It shocked me at
I
first.
did
I was in
too.
denial.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute,
Oh.
what? That is Lisa, what? And I thought there was going to be more there, where they were going to have this whole story now of her going back, like fighting people to get in, and maybe the mom helping, maybe a few other people helping out to try to
Yeah.
get her back over, or maybe Akeem running out of the wedding last second when he was flipping the veil. I thought he was going to be like, I can't do this, and take off. That was going to lead to a whole new complicated
That's right,
level
yeah.
of how are we going to do this. So I really think in hindsight, it was nice that they did it that way. It was just quick
Pleasant
and it was
surprise.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Yes,
up
it was.
nice.
Very,
Yeah.
very nice.
And it was great with her too, where she loves Akeem for him. But when they were leaving the palace, and she's like, you really were going to leave all this for me? And he meant it. He did. And that's sweet. And she's like, well, you know, she wanted to stay in it. So,
That's right.
nah, like, no, I kind of like this. So
That's
I'm
right.
glad that, you know, because it would be too cheesy for her to be like, yes, let's leave this. We don't need this life, you know?
That's right, yeah.
Someone wouldn't really say that. You have all this attention. It's like, woohoo. So all in all, beautiful
Oh,
movie.
that's good.
Now,
Very fun.
the sets were great, and I gotta say, in the beginning,
costumes.
trying to
Oh,
show us the
wow.
royalty aspect of everything, and just the dancing in the beginning was a lot of fun, just like pure
Oh, the
entertainment.
intro.
That's
Here
right.
she is.
Here she is, and yeah, very
Oh
well done.
my
The sets were
gosh.
huge, and you can tell the palace was like painted a little bit, but this was back in 1988, and it was still very believable. And I loved it how they had that painting, and then you saw the people, because it was so like far out that you could see the people walking. You know, actually in the bottom, and it was a cool mix.
That's good. Yeah.
I know you're always reminded that it's like Africa. They have their own zoo there or something of like animals all over. I'm sure they're not wild animals because you have to control that around there. But elephants all the time. A random zebra runs across.
Oh my, that was
The dining room table got me. I was like, oh my God.
That was so,
I was hoping they
that
were
was
going to
so
yell. It was so
long.
great that they had an intercom system.
That's funny.
That was funny. I wasn't expecting that either. I'm like, oh really?
Oh, no, he's coming here. He's coming here.
Yeah, and just the pedals all the time, just to really show that
Oh,
they're
yes.
high maintenance, like crazy. Like you can't
I
even just step
guess
on plain
so.
ground, and just the dialect, like everything about it was just a lot of fun.
That was very,
It was
very
top
much.
notch. I loved it.
Makes me smile a lot. Now, I know there is a 2 with the 2 actually in the middle of Coming to America. I hope the same people are in it. I mean, it's many years later. This was in
I do
88.
too.
Yeah, me
So
too.
Coming to America, I believe, came out this year, probably in 21. So that's many years later. So I think that'll be so exciting to actually watch that.
I
and
would love
That'd
to
be
see
the
good.
original
it
Me too.
cast.
again.
Yeah,
Yes.
that'd be very good.
James Earl Jones, like all of them. Like I love James Earl Jones so much, and Eddie Murphy's so great. So we'll see if you guys request it. Most likely we'll see that soon, and we have polls on our Patreon usually every Monday if you guys want to check that out for mainly movies and sometimes shows. So anything else you guys want to add? This was fun.
No, I just
No,
loved
it
it.
was fantastic. It was
Yeah.
really good.
Oh, good, Mom.
Yeah, it was
I
very
just
good.
applaud the acting and all the effort put into this
Me too,
because
yeah.
I think that was wonderfully done. I'm still in awe with all the different roles the same actors were
Oh,
playing.
Wow.
Yeah,
Just to be
the
able to
guys in
portray
the
that.
audience when they were at that.
That was hilarious.
That hall, that was
Hilarious. Just like reliving all this now, but
Oh, it's
so good. Yeah. Really, really good. Like, I could see this being a movie I can always go back to and rewatch, and I'm sure a lot of people have done that already. And actually, Ryan, a lot of you guys know him as Wookiee, who used to be in our Walking Dead videos. One day, guys. But we stopped doing that a while ago because we couldn't get Nicole back. But he would always mention that Coming to America is such a great movie, and he's like, you would enjoy it. You should really watch it. And he kept telling me, and I'm like, yeah, but I never make time for it besides on the channel. So, anyways, I'm glad we did. This was wonderful.
See, listen to Ryan.
Yeah, no, he's usually spot on. He's like, I think you'll like that movie, and I knew I would, but I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So this was fun.
That's good. Very good.
So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe. Please check out our YouTube store so you can see some cool merchandise. We're going to have more soon. Anything you buy there helps support the channel. You can check out our Patreon to see reactions a week early, movies and TV shows. And we'll see you very soon as always.
Hey.
Bye, guys.
Thumbs up.
Double thumbs up.
Woo.